Hi everyone, it's Sean here from TurboSource. The following video explains how to remove the spark plugs, re-gap, and reinstall them on the ND Skyactive Miata. One has to re-gap the spark plugs when adding force induction, or the spark will blow out from increased cylinder pressure. Smaller spark plug gaps are easier for the spark to jump. The tools that are needed to do this job are the following: a 3/8 drive ratchet with a minimum 6-inch extension, a 14mm socket, an 8mm socket, a 9/16 spark plug socket, and a spark plug gapping tool. Any local auto parts store should have a gapping tool that you can purchase. Let's get started. The first thing we like to do is make sure the top of the engine is clean to prevent anything from dropping down into the engine. Compressed air or a vacuum cleaner will work. Remove the passenger side top strut bar brace nut with a 14mm socket with a 3/8 drive. The driver's side nut just needs to be loosened so that you can move the middle strut brace off to the driver's side of the engine. Disconnect the 2-wire connector that is closest to cylinder 1 coil pack, and then use the 8mm socket to remove the 4 bolts that secure the coil packs to the engine. Remove all 4 coil packs from the spark plug holes. You do not have to disconnect the coil packs, just lay them off to the driver's side of the engine. Take the 9/16 spark plug socket with a 6-inch extension and insert it into the spark plug hole. Best practice is to do this gently, not to damage your spark plug. We are only going to show the removal of one spark plug in this video. This is what a damaged spark plug will look like if you are not careful enough when installing or removal of the spark plugs. There currently is not an aftermarket spark plug available for these engines, and the OEM spark plugs are around $32 each. To gap the spark plugs, you will be bending the spark plug grounding strap towards the electrode. When pressing down on the spark plug, do not bend the ground strap too far into the electrode. Most tools come with an orientation to bend the grounding strap back out, but it's just best practice not to go that far. You will make the gap to 0.026 of an inch for up to 10 psi of boost pressure, and over 10 psi, 0.024 of an inch is recommended. When checking your gap, do not force the gapping tool in to check the gap. It should just have a slight drag when confirming the proper gap. Now that we are done gapping the spark plugs, let's install them back into the engine. As you can see, I taped my spark plug socket to the extension because our spark plug socket rubber isolator gripped the spark plug so well that it held the socket in the spark plug hole. Be careful when installing the spark plug back into the engine by hand tightening the spark plug into the hole before using your 3/8 ratchet. This is to ensure the spark plug does not get damaged or the threads in the engine do not get damaged. It is recommended to torque this size of spark plug to 26 foot-pounds. Now reinstall the coil packs. Make sure the rubber boot on each coil pack properly seats onto the spark plug, and use the 8mm socket to secure the 4 bolts that hold the coil packs in. Also, reconnect the 2-wire connector closest to cylinder 1. Reinstall the middle strut brace with a 14mm socket. That wraps up our video today. I hope you enjoyed this instructional video from TurboSource. And if you have any other questions on our ND Miata turbo system, please give us a call at 763-753-9939 or email us at sales@turbosource.com.